Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Batrisha binti Abdul Muhaimin. My number matrix is 1251590. As part of my assignment, I need to conduct an interview with the professional counselor, and the counselor's name is Siti Fatimah binti Abdul Basar. Her number of registered counselor is KB03816 PA03072. Education background: secondary school Form 1 until Form 3 from the years 1998 until 2000, SMA Al-Ulum Al-Syariah Seleko Perak. Form 4 until Form 5 from years 2001 until 2002, SMA Al-Irsyad Kuantan Pahang. Form 6 from years 2003 until 2004, SMKA Bandar Penawar, Kota Tinggi, Johor. The counsellor then continued their higher education at the university level, earning a Bachelor of Education, Guidance and Counselling from Universiti Pendidikan Sultan Idris, and later completed a master's degree in the same field at Universiti Putra Malaysia. In terms of career background, the counsellor served at SMK Ungku Aziz Sabak Bernam from 2009 to 2019, before moving to College Pra University Sultan Abdul Aziz, Kuala Selangor, where she have been serving from 2021 until the present. Additionally, since 2012, they have been actively contributing as a master trainer, jurulatih utama for Drug Prevention Education, which is PPDA for both the Sabak Bernam and Kuala Selangor district, as well as under the Selangor State Education Department, JPN Selangor. When asked about the scope of work in a counselling practice, the counsellor provided a comprehensive overview of her professional duties. The counsellor explained that the scope of counselling services typically offered encompasses several types of sessions and programs, which include individual and group counselling and special programs. To give us a deeper understanding of what this entails, the counsellor further noted that the scope of counselling is actually very broad and is divided into 4 keys: career, psychoeducation, discipline and personal development. Through these core areas, she is able to effectively address both the academic and personal well-being of those under her care. Moving on to the second question, we look into how the counsellor managed the daily workload. Based on the interview, the counsellor stated that there is a distinct difference in workload between Form 6 College and Mainstream National Secondary School SMK. The workload at college is perceived to be lighter and more organised because its primary focus is tied to the examination system. Consequently, the counsellor's scope of work is heavily centred on academic achievement, mental health programs and student discipline management. To manage this workload effectively, the counsellor prioritised student counselling sessions during non-exam periods and utilised a structured weekly schedule to balance an administrative task with a mental health programs. This strategic approach clearly allows her to maintain high-quality support for the students while managing her administrative duties efficiently. Next, we explored the third question, which focused on how the counsellor's career path has progressed over time and what her most prominent milestones are. The counsellor's career development demonstrates a consistent advancement in both academics and professionalism. Beginning with a bachelor's degree, the counsellor took the initiative to pursue further studies at the master's level. Her most prominent achievement was successfully completing her master's degree under the Ministry of Education Scholarship. The milestone highlights her dedication to continuous growth and her commitment to excellence in the counselling field. For the fourth question, we look into what aspect of this career gives the counsellor the highest level of job satisfaction. The findings indicate that the counsellor's job satisfaction is closely linked to her ability to assist clients. Although managing clients present its own challenges, particularly when some clients are reluctant to cooperate, but she still derives deep satisfaction from being able to help, even in a small capacity. For the counsellor, true fulfillment in this profession is achieved when they successfully guide clients toward gaining self-insight or new perspective on their issues. Furthermore, in terms of expectations, the counsellor stated that she do not seek material rewards or grand recognition. Her primary hope as a counsellor is simply to see every assisted client grow into a successful and excellent individual in life, regardless of field they pursue. It is clear that her passion comes from a genuine desire to make a meaningful difference in the lives of her students. Finally, we explored the fifth question, which looks at how the counsellor describes her workplace environment and how it supports her role. The interview findings reveal that the counsellor received excellent support and cooperation from the administration and teachers at College Pra University Sultan Abdul Aziz. The school management accommodates all planned counselling programs and services without any restrictions. Furthermore, teachers are fully cooperative and students need to leave the classroom to attend counselling sessions. The counsellor contrasted the positive environment with experiences at certain other schools, which allegedly restrict counselling programs or bar students from leaving class to attend sessions. It is clear that having such a collaborative and understanding environment plays a crucial role in ensuring the counselling services can be carried out effectively. Moving on to the sixth question, we look at the main challenges the counsellor faces in the field of counselling and how she overcomes them. The findings indicate that the counsellor's primary challenges in counselling revolve around societal stigma and client trust. These obstacles include client skepticism regarding session confidentiality, counselling effectiveness, and difficulties in openly sharing personal issues. To mitigate this, the counsellor emphasized the importance of maintaining a professional image and actively promoting the counsellor's role. Furthermore, as an alternative to encourage student attendance, several proactive outreach measures were implemented. These initiatives include sharing information during school assemblies, digital broadcasting via Telegram, and providing virtual messaging options to facilitate initial communication prior face-to-face sessions. This demonstrates how strategic outreach can break down barriers and make counselling services much more accessible to students. Next, we discuss the seventh question, which asks how the counsellor approaches her personal growth and development, and if she could share a client case that had a major impact on her. Based on the interview, the counsellor indicate that the image and personality of the guidance and counselling teacher play a critical role in building client trust. Key personality traits that need to be demonstrated include being approachable, non-judgmental, sincere, and deeply committed to resolving student issues. Nevertheless, the counsellor emphasized that building trust cannot be forced, as each individual exhibits a different level of readiness. Furthermore, to manage referred cases where students are reluctant to cooperate, the participant employs a flexible approach. The intervention focuses on guiding students through a pros and cons analysis of their decisions and the resulting implications. At the end of the session, the counsellor offers appropriate support alternatives to facilitate positive personal development without any element of coercion. This highlights the deep level of empathy and strategic patience required when handling complex student cases. Moving forward to the 8 questions, we focus on the kind of organizational support systems that are provided in this practice. The findings indicate that a strong support system is a critical factor in facilitating effective counselling service management. The counsellor highlight that close collaboration among school units, particularly the Student Affairs Department, HEP, and the discipline units allows for integrated discussions and interventions regarding student issues. Crucially, guidance and counselling teachers cannot function in isolation, as a lack of institutional support can lead to occupational burnout due to multifaceted workload. This emphasizes how teamwork across different departments is absolutely vital to protect the well-being of both the students and the counsellors themselves. Next, we address the 9th question, which explores the theoretical approach the counsellor used the most and the specific techniques she finds most effective for clients. The findings indicate that the counsellor adopts a systematic approach based on reality therapy by Dr. William Glasser, focusing specifically on the WDEP technique, particularly the wants and doing components. The primary focus of the intervention is to guide students in distinguishing between internal and external controls. The counsellor highlights that student distress or frustration often stems from relying on factors beyond their control. To address this, the counselling process aims to empower students by shifting their focus toward controllable aspects, namely their own thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. By implementing this approach, she helps students regain personal agency and manage their emotional well-being more effectively. That concludes my presentation and analysis of the interview findings with the counsellor. Throughout this session, I have gained invaluable insights into the scope of counselling work, daily workload management, career milestone achievement, challenges faced in the field, and the core theoretical practice applied in a real-world educational setting. And I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the counsellor for her time and expertise, as well as to all of you for your time and kind attention. Thank you very much.